Here, where a verdant canopy stretches to the horizon, a continent of leaves breathes with the rhythm of the wind. Rivers meander like arteries, one flowing for over 4,000 miles, nourishing every form of life. Beneath this dense ceiling, the ancient laws of ambush and survival are written anew with every dawn. The jaguar moves like a golden phantom. The anaconda constricts with the force of coiled steel, while the caiman waits, a silent, breathing log. But there are smaller warriors too. Army ants swarm the forest floor in a tide of fire. A poisoned dart frog wears a lethal warning on its skin. High above, the resourceful capuchin on the ground, the giant anteater breaks open the gates to an insect empire, and in the water, the mata turtle becomes a living leaf. The great floods arrive and then recede, and at times, unfamiliar predators, fire and humankind, tear through this veil of tranquility. This is the Amazon rainforest, the green heart of our planet. The Amazon rainforest, the largest and most biodiverse on the planet, stretches across 9 South American nations. It covers over 2.1 million square miles, home to more than 10% of all known species on Earth. This luscious forest generates 20% of the world's oxygen, earning it the name the lungs of the planet. The Amazon River, at over 4,300 miles long, is the world's second longest river, nourishing this vast wilderness. A golden dawn illuminates the immense Amazon forest, casting light upon its dense canopy and winding rivers. A powerful jaguar moves cautiously from the shadows, its eyes scanning for prey. Below, giant river otters swim playfully, diving for fish, while capybaras graze along the riverbank. The jaguar's sharp eyes spot a large anaconda coiled near the bank, camouflaged in the mud. With lightning speed, the jaguar pounces, its claws sinking into the serpent's thick scales. The jaguar's powerful jaws clamp down on the anaconda, lifting it from the water in a violent struggle. The serpent writhes, slipping from the jaguar's grasp and falling back into the murky river. Undeterred, the jaguar scans its surroundings, then returns to the riverbank to continue its hunt. The jaguar swims with ease, its golden eyes searching for movement along the shore. A group of capybaras is gathered nearby, grazing, unaware of the predator lurking in the water. The jaguar moves with precision and silence, its body submerged, its eyes fixed on its quarry. The capybara herd remains calm, diligently grazing. Suddenly, the jaguar strikes, launching itself from the water, claws extended towards its. But alert to the danger, the capybaras scatter in panic towards the river. Not discouraged by the failed hunt, the jaguar continues along the riverbank, seeking its next meal. Ahead, a caiman drifts lazily in the river, its armored body partially submerged. The jaguar's keen eyes lock onto the caiman, its body lowering into a perfect stalking posture. Moving with silent precision, the caiman remains oblivious to the impending threat. Its head is almost motionless as it scans the water for fish. In a flash, the jaguar bursts from the undergrowth, launching itself onto the caiman's back with immense force. The caiman thrashes violently, its powerful tail whipping the water, trying to dislodge its attacker. The jaguar delivers a powerful bite to the back of the caiman's skull, aiming for a fatal blow to disable its struggling prey. The caiman fights back, twisting and snapping its jaws, narrowly missing the jaguar's face in a desperate attempt to escape. With one final crushing bite, the jaguar's teeth sink deep, ending the struggle. The caiman's body convulses and then lies still. Victorious, the jaguar grips the lifeless caiman in its powerful jaws and drags it onto the riverbank. Now safe on shore, the jaguar begins its feast, tearing through the caiman's tough hide with its sharp teeth. In the distance, the Amazon remains undisturbed as the cycle of predator and prey continues. A reminder of the raw power and instinct for survival in the endless Amazonian wilderness. As the sun sets, shadows envelop the Amazon River, casting strange reflections on the rippling water. A group of caimans emerges from the murky depths, their eyes glowing, piercing the darkness. Birds fly down for a drink, oblivious to the danger that lurks beneath. In an instant, a caiman lunges from the water, its jaws snapping shut, snatching its prey in a heartbeat. Deep within the Amazon rainforest, a deadly predator hides beneath the damp leaves, a giant, venomous centipede. This centipede is one of the Amazon's most formidable hunters, using its speed, venom, and razor-sharp pincers to subdue its prey. Unlike most insects, the centipede does not merely forage, It actively hunts, tracking, and ambushing living prey. An unsuspecting cricket ventures too close. In a flash, the centipede strikes, injecting the cricket with its venomous fangs. The centipede pumps a lethal toxin into its victim. Using its sharp mandibles, the centipede tears its meal apart, devouring the insect in minutes. The centipede is not limited to insects. It hunts mice, frogs, and even small birds. By controlling populations of insects and small animals, the centipede helps maintain the ecological balance of the rainforest. As night falls, the centipede disappears into the undergrowth, ready for its next hunt in the darkening forest. Deep in the Amazon jungle, an unstoppable force stirs beneath the leaves, a colony of giant army ants. Unlike other ants, army ants are nomadic, never building permanent nests, always moving in search of prey. They can form a temporary nest or bivouac with their own bodies, linking together to protect their queen and larvae deep in the forest. A single colony can number from 7,000 to 2 million ferocious warriors. Hunting as one unified swarm. The queen lays tens of thousands of eggs in a cyclical rhythm, driving the colony through phases of rest and explosive hunting, like a drumbeat of war. Anything in their path, insects, reptiles, even small mammals, is torn apart in Army ants do not just hunt, they overwhelm their prey with sheer numbers, moving like a wave of death. When faced with a stream or a gap, they form living bridges with their bodies, allowing the army to cross without breaking stride. Their razor-sharp mandibles tear through flesh, paralyzing victims with powerful pheromone trails create an invisible map that keeps the column tight, allowing the colony to function as a single war machine. Even praying mantises and snakes will flee at the approach of an ant swarm. Nothing can stand against their onslaught. But army ants also play a crucial role in the ecosystem, controlling insect populations. They act as nature's cleanup crew, consuming weakened dead insects, helping to maintain balance in the rainforest. Though tiny, their impact is immense. They shape the entire ecosystem by controlling insect populations. If attacked, one must move quickly. Shaking them off is difficult, and their bites can cause severe irritation. Despite their fearsome nature, army ants are essential to the equilibrium of the Amazon rainforest. Their endless march never ceases, always hunting, always moving, shaping the jungle with their ceaseless presence. The Amazon, at once perilous and magnificent, breathes the timeless pulse of our planet. Pendulous nests, like pouches of life suspended in the breeze, entrust for existence to branches tested by each seasonal deluge. On a high perch, a lone bird surveys the dawn, its eyes weighing the day ahead, the promise of sustenance, and the dangers that lurk within the canopy. Below, through a curtain of lianas, a cascade draws the light into a fine mist, whispering the endless story of water and rock. And in an ocean of deep green foliage, a single tree erupts in a blaze of gold, a quiet fire in a sea of green, a reminder that here, life does not merely endure, it prevails and it flourishes. A new day begins in the Amazon rainforest as golden sunlight pierces the dense canopy, awakening life on the forest floor. Near a shaded clearing, a paca emerges cautiously, sniffing the damp earth for fallen fruit. The paca is unaware that an anaconda lies motionless, coiled in the undergrowth, its eyes fixed on the unsuspecting prey. The anaconda moves forward, its powerful body gliding smoothly over the damp forest floor, closing in on the paca. But the paca suddenly freezes, its keen instincts warning of an unseen danger lurking nearby. Realizing it has been spotted, the anaconda shifts, waiting for the perfect moment to attack. The paca dives into the water, swimming at high speed to escape the anaconda's pursuit. The anaconda's advantage in speed allows it to easily catch its prey. Its body coils and tightens around its victim, securing its prize. The Amazon River glows under the golden sun, reflecting the dense green canopy. Fish ripple on the surface, attracting hungry predators. A scarlet ibis wades through the shallows, dipping its long bill to catch small fish in the shallow waters of the dry season. The ibis's brilliant red comes from carotenoids in crustaceans. Its curved bill is specialized for probing mud, hearing prey through fine tactile sensors. As the water level drops, predators emerge. A caiman's bony plates, or osteoderms, act as armor, while its high-set eyes and nostrils allow it to stalk while almost fully submerged. Hidden high above, an anaconda lies draped over a branch, coiled and waiting, its sharp eyes locked on the caiman. The anaconda begins to descend, moving silently along the branch, its muscular body rippling with power. The caiman remains unaware, focused on the fish in the pool, moving deeper into the water. Suddenly, the anaconda strikes, launching forward, wrapping its thick body around the caiman with lightning speed. The caiman counters, its powerful jaws clamping down on the anaconda's thick neck, piercing its armored scales. The anaconda tightens its grip, coiling harder, suffocating the caiman, cutting off its air supply. The caiman responds with its death roll, but the anaconda's circulatory cutting grip stops blood from reaching the heart. Its strength fades like a fire in the rain. As the seconds pass, the anaconda slowly loosens its coils, unhinging its jaw to begin swallowing its prey. Over the next hour, the anaconda slowly consumes its meal, bit by bit, until the caiman disappears completely within. The Amazon returns to peace, its natural balance maintained. The loss of one predator is the survival of another. The seasons change the waters, and the rhythm of life shifts. Where one life ends, countless others continue the cycle. A new day is dawning along the Amazon River as the morning sun shines down on a pool of water. From the dense foliage, an anaconda emerges, its tongue flicking as it detects the scent of a potential meal. Before it, a green iguana is feasting on fruit. The anaconda moves closer, advancing slowly without a sound, its eyes locked on the unsuspecting iguana. The green iguana pauses, sensing danger, its body tensing as it raises its head to scan for predators. The anaconda strikes with lightning speed, launching forward, wrapping its powerful body around the iguana. The iguana threshes, its claws scratching at the anaconda's thick scales in a desperate attempt to break free. The anaconda unhinges its jaw, beginning the slow process of swallowing its prey. The Amazon returns to peace, its natural balance maintained. The loss of one predator is the survival of another. On the damp, dark forest floor, a silent figure emerges, a praying mantis, slender yet formidable. Its triangular head can pivot nearly 180 degrees. Compound eyes provide stereoscopic vision, allowing it to judge distances with pinpoint accuracy. Its deep green exoskeleton is nature's perfect camouflage, an invisible assassin. Tucked beneath its thorax is a single ear that detects ultrasound, allowing it to evade nocturnal bats with unpredictable dives. Its forelegs are sharp, twin sides, ready to deliver a fatal blow. Howd. Motionless as a ghost, it waits patiently, a master of the ambush. Twitch, and the mantis strikes like lightning. Spines on its raptorial legs lock onto the prey. The strike, faster than an eye blink, gives the victim no time to react. Its jaws, sharp as razors, prepare for the feast. Its mandibles work like shears, often starting with the head to completely incapacitate the victim. The raw, primal reality of nature is unfolding. Another predator is on the move, hidden among the vegetation. A larger mantis appears, challenging the first. A battle is about to unfold in the canopy. Like ancient gladiators, they engage. A dance of death between two hunters where only one can prevail. But from the shadows, a dark shape moves slowly, silently, and armored like a creature from a nightmare. A giant of the insect world, its thorny armor glints in the dappled light. A natural fortress of defense. It is not a hunter, not a killer, just a master of survival, a magician among the leaves. But today, it has unknowingly wandered into the domain of the mantis. The mantis senses the intrusion, its head tilts, cold and calculating. Then, in a flash, it strikes. Its four steel-like forelegs seize their target, digging into the thorny armor. Predator meets defense. An unstoppable force meets an immovable object. The stick insect writhes, its legs scrambling frantically, but the mantis's iron grip does not yield. The razor-sharp mandibles open. The assassin moves with precision, tearing through layers of spiky defense. With ruthless accuracy, the mantis dismembers its target, consuming only the choicest parts. The mantis stands victorious, its curved sides still bearing the remains of its vanquished foe. The jungle has no champions, only the living and the dead. And the living must always be ready. Deep in the Amazon, where mist drifts through tangled vines, lives a creature far more dangerous than its small size suggests. A flash of color, vibrant, electric, and mesmerizing. A tiny creature feared by even the deadliest of predators. This is the poison dart frog, nature's lethal jewel, beautiful but armed with a deadly toxin. Its fluorescent colors are nature's warning sign, an advertisement that tells predators to stay away. A single touch of its skin can deliver death, silent, swift, and unstoppable. Few creatures dare to test its lethal power. Many species accumulate alkaloids, like batrachotoxins from ants and mites. These toxins lock sodium channels, paralyzing muscles and the heart within moments. The secret lies in its diet, small insects full of toxic compounds, which are converted into a deadly weapon beneath its skin. Its poison, refined over generations, can stop a predator's heart in minutes, a perfect defense mechanism. When raised in captivity on a clean diet, their toxicity fades, proof that their power comes from the jungle's menu. But for humans, this poison became an unexpected weapon, one of nature's deadliest secrets, harnessed for survival. Indigenous Amazonian people once coated their blowgun darts with the frog skin toxins, turning silent projectiles into remote assassins. Sunlight filtering through the vault of leaves catches its glistening skin, a living warning to all who might lurk nearby. They come in all the colors of the forest, blues and greens, yellows and oranges, reds, blacks and whites, a dazzling array of stripes, spots, and marble patterns, a visual language. And then, an unexpected encounter, 2 red dart frogs. Neither will yield. They launch at one another like flashes of lightning, wrestling, tumbling. Tiny combatants, yet ferocious in their resolve, locked in a struggle for territory and for survival. That lethal skin makes every bite, every scratch, a gamble. With the smallest tear, the toxins can seep in, even for their own kind. One frog freezes in a fleeting forest moment. It knows the fight is lost. It retreats from the poison, from the ancient pulse of the jungle, to live another day. For now, the rainforest falls silent again, watching, waiting, ready for the next contest. When the rains fall on the Amazon, the rivers rise, flooding the forest, flooding the forest. A new world emerges, both beautiful and dangerous. Beneath the clear water, creatures adapt. Every drop of water carries both life and death. A male rivulous fish swims cautiously through the shallows, its golden scales shimmering in the filtered sunlight. Its eyes are locked on a female Ruthless nearby. Hesitant but hopeful, it slowly approaches to begin its delicate courtship display. They are gladsome crab predators, feeding mainly on insects that fall onto the water, mosquito larvae, and tiny crustaceans, a quick protein source in the flooded season. A mata turtle lies motionless, its jagged shell resembling a piece of decaying leaf litter, perfectly blending with its surroundings. Fringes of skin on its head and neck, called fimbriae, break up its body outline, while its algae-covered shell makes it look like drifting debris. It doesn't chase, it waits, calculating the perfect moment. Its tube-like snout reaches the surface like a snorkel, allowing it to breathe without moving its body. A small fish drifts by, unaware of the danger, until it is too late. Its absolute stillness deceives even the fish's lateral line sense. Only when its neck shoots out like a spring does the small distance become a death trap. Meanwhile, in the muddy depths, a silent killer lurks, an ancient predator of unparalleled patience. In an instant, the mata turtle strikes, not with speed, but with a terrifying vacuum force that crushes bone. The final blow is a gape and suck attack. It opens its mouth wide, creating negative pressure that inhales the prey whole, no biting, no chewing, before expelling the water. Prey vanishes, with no struggle, no escape. One moment alive, the next swallowed into oblivion. The mata is a bottom walker of the Amazon's blackwater streams. It lives by hiding rather than by pursuit. Above and below, the struggle for survival is ceaseless. No moment is truly safe. Every second is a battle for existence. The Amazon rainforest appears as a majestic canvas where nature displays its wild and mysterious beauty. Towering trees intertwine, forming a vast green canopy that covers an immense lake. The songs of birds mingle with the rustle of leaves in the gentle breeze, creating an enchanting symphony of nature. The Amazon is a haven for insects, where millions of species create a vibrant Giant water bugs are formidable underwater assassins. They can grow larger than a human hand. Their bite is notoriously painful, earning them the name toe biters. The giant water bug has a unique reproductive method. The female lays her eggs on the male's back, where they are protected until they hatch. The male frequently exposes the eggs to the air, cleanses them of fungus and aerates them, a rare form of paternal care in the insect world. After brooding, the male continues his life, moving through the water while hunting small fish and tadpoles with his sharp forelegs. Their raptorial forelegs grip prey, while a piercing rostrum, hidden beneath the head, is its primary weapon. Once prey is captured, it injects digestive enzymes to liquefy the internal organs before consuming the nutrients. This is external digestion, pumping in digestive fluid, then sucking baraka protein soup, a swift and efficient process. When not hunting, they move slowly through the water and can surface for oxygen, using a special breathing tube on their abdomen. The male water bug plays the role of a devoted father, a rarity in the insect world. After the female lays her eggs, he patiently carries and protects them, ensuring their optimal development. One day, the eggs hatch and tiny nymphs detach from their father's back, taking their first tentative steps into the aquatic world. From tiny, vulnerable creatures, they grow into formidable predators, continuing the harsh life cycle of the water bug. A beautiful day in the Amazon begins with a deep blue sky, the first rays of sun filtering through the dense canopy. They illuminate a forest floor covered in leaf litter. High in the branches, howler monkeys roar, their calls like jungle drums. A howler's call can travel up to 3 miles thanks to an enlarged hyoid bone in its throat, a vocal amplifier that declares territory. They play and chase each other through the foliage, pausing to pick ripe fruit from the ancient forest. A gentle breeze rustles the vines wrapped around ancient tree trunks, creating a soft dance of nature. The tufted capuchin is an intelligent and agile monkey of the Amazon forest. Tufted capuchins are among the most intelligent New World monkeys. A semi-prehensile tail and a sharp mind help them solve problems and remember seasonal fruit trees. A curious young monkey picks up a dry cactus branch, twirling it in its hands as if exploring a new toy. A young capuchin learns by observation, sitting close, mimicking each movement, until it too can peel, crack, and avoid thorns on its own. Meanwhile, colorful hummingbirds hover around bright red flowers, their wings beating so fast they seem to disappear into thin air. Tufted capuchins have dark brown fur with a distinctive tuft on their head, making them easily recognizable in the Amazon. With their dexterous hands, they use stones to crack hard nuts, peel fruit, and even catch small insects to eat. When mosquitoes are thick, capuchins anoint themselves with aromatic leaves or even millipedes, rubbing them over their fur to repel insects, a remarkable form of self-medication. In the vast Amazon, life flows ceaselessly through every tree, river, and patch of green. Beneath the moist soil, countless insects diligently build their colonies, creating a vibrant, microscopic world. Here, ants and termites constantly expand their territories. In this rich ecosystem, the giant anteater needs neither fangs nor speed, yet it is the terror of the insect world. Toothless, its long snout conceals a tongue that can extend over 2 feet and a sense of smell many times more powerful than a human's, the silent weapon of a master excavator. With its large body, grayish-brown fur, and a bushy tail, it wanders quietly through clearings. Its bushy tail acts like a blanket, providing both camouflage and warmth when it curls up to rest in the damp rainforest air. The giant anteater slowly approaches soft ground, where thousands of termites and ants are hidden below. To protect its enormous claws, it curls its digits and walks on its knuckles. The giant anteater takes its time, approaching its prey slowly, carefully observing and probing. The insects below continue their work, completely unaware of the impending danger. Suddenly, it strikes the ground with its sharp claws, frantically tearing through the hard earth, creating deep trenches in seconds. Rock and soil explode. Entire mounds crumble under its brutal force. Without hesitation, it plunges its long snout deep into the ruined nest, sweeping up the panicked insects. Sticky saliva traps the prey, and a tongue covered in keratinous barbs darts in and out over 150 times a minute, hoovering up the tiny armies. Insects scatter in every direction, but none can escape the anteater's voracious appetite. In just a few minutes, the bustling nest is transformed into a desolate wasteland, marking the fall of an insect empire under the claws of a giant predator. It raids each nest only briefly to avoid soldier ants, but in a single day it can consume over 30,000 insects, keeping their populations in check. The surviving insects flee in terror, but they know that once an anteater has their scent, nowhere is safe. In the dense Amazon forest, as the sun sets behind the trees, a troop of tufted capuchins gathers high in the canopy. The tufted capuchins gather on high branches, enjoying their last meal of the day. They often choose high, exposed outer branches where a jaguar cannot easily reach. A senior monkey may act as a sentry, listening for any disturbance. Once their bellies are full, they begin to nestle together, their eyes growing heavy as they stretch out comfortably on the branches. Soon, the entire troop is asleep, their gentle breaths mingling with the soft sounds of the forest, a peaceful scene in the wild. The sky suddenly darkened, not from dusk, but from columns of black smoke rising in the distance. The smell of smoke travels faster than the flames. Their calls change, becoming sharp and broken as fear ripples through the canopy. Roaring red flames licked at the trees, consuming everything in their terrifying heat. The roar of the fire mixed with the agonized cries of creatures unable to escape. The Amazon, once a kingdom of life, was now nothing but a blazing inferno where nature succumbed to the fury of the blaze. The next morning, the Amazon was no longer a vibrant forest, but a desolate, lifeless wasteland. The great trees that once stood proud and tall were now just solitary, blackened skeletons against a sky thick with ash. Amidst the devastation, a giant anteater slowly picked its way across the scorched earth. And then it stopped. Before it, a small body lay motionless, covered in ash. You say, the Amazon never sleeps. Even as darkness falls, the battle for survival continues, silent, unforgiving, and constant. For every creature, every moment is a test. The weak hesitate, the strong seize the opportunity. The predator's hunger is incessant, but the prey does not surrender. It runs, it hides, it fights for another dawn. In the canopy, death descends from the sky. On the forest floor, danger lurks in every shadow. Even the most lethal creatures are hunted. Even the strongest can fall. No one rules the Amazon forever. Survival demands more than just strength. It requires instinct, strategy, and luck. The jungle offers no second chances. The cycle continues. Hunter becomes prey. Predator becomes victim. For some, the night brings a chance to feast. For others, it is the final chapter in their struggle. The floods rise and fall, the seasons turn, but one law remains unchanged: only the fittest survive. Every day, the jungle writes new stories of struggle, of victory, of survival. If the stories of the forest have touched you, leave your mark. A